Welcome back to the 2026 Backgammon World Championships, and we are here for the first round, the round of 128 of the 1,250 euro Super Jackpot. My name is Justin Knoll. We are here with Miranda M.
Hello.
And we are going to be watching a match between Ali Sentin Belenin from Turkey, one of the strongest players on earth, by the way. Certainly the strongest Turkish player, but honestly, one of the strongest players on the planet, versus Doran Claxton. He was the second place finisher of the Backgammon World Championship last year. So this should be pretty entertaining. I'm looking forward to this.
We are excited. Let's go.
Of course, Doran Claxton is quite the backgammon, I would say, character for sure on the scene. Certainly one of the most entertaining people I've been around in a while. Certainly enjoy hanging out with him and watching him play. Double ones, and this just, of course, splits from the back. It's nice to have an XG feed on this one as well. It is currently 10 o'clock here in Monaco.
Perfect time to start a tournament.
Perfect time to start a tournament. Everything starts late here, which is nice, which means I don't have to wake up early.
You like this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
In 4-3, perfect shot, making the advanced anchor. Yeah, definitely like late starts.
What time do you go to sleep? What time do you go to sleep?
Here, during the tournament, probably like
4
2
a.m.?
Yeah, around 2 probably. 3-3. Perfect number,
point.
making the 5-point and making the 3-point on his head. Ali was doing great until that sequence from Doran, and I don't think you have a cube here yet. It does look close according to the computer, but I didn't think it looked good enough. Generally, like after these double threes, I know black has an extra checker in the zone over our normal reference position.
You still have 2 back behind a 4 prime.
Yeah, but white's structure has improved tremendously.
Yeah.
They have the 5-point, the 7-point made. You do have an advanced anchor, and there is another blot in the outfield, but I don't know what you're going to roll specifically that might turn this into a pass next roll. But he doubles. It's very close. Not a big deal one way or the other. And 5-1 now. Not great. I'd probably play 13-8 and just 6-5. I'm not going to be blitzing on the 1 point here, because if I get another checker sent back, I would not be too happy about that. And even though I wouldn't mind entering on the 4 point, I just don't see a way to play the 2, so I would enter low and then, of course, bring the outside checker to safety. 2-6 is a bit of a do-nothing roll. No part of us really wants to run off of our anchor here when it's the 4-point anchor. I think this play is a bit big, but according to the computer, it's basically tied for the best play. I'm not sure I would have seen this one over just putting the extra spare checker on the 5, but I think that says more about me than anything else.
His midpoint is stripped, so he doesn't really want to hit from there, but he can't.
Okay. And apparently we're just going to make the... Well, we're not going to make the 2 here.
What are you doing with that?
Yeah, I thought about just making the 2. But apparently the computer wants us to just bring the checker to safety and hit on the 1.
That doesn't look like a nice structure, though. It doesn't look pretty. Stacking on the 5. Like this.
Yeah, I guess we're leaving shots anyway, and we're hitting somebody. And the other play, we wouldn't be hitting anybody, so I think the extra tempo likely makes it worth it. Thank you all for tuning in today. If you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, of course, and subscribing to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel, it would be very much appreciated. No one can even see me.
3s and 4s hit. He rolls.
Nice
3,
play.
But he can't cover the blot on the 1.
Just coming out, and of course this hits.
Maybe he can try to.
Yeah, I think I would have. I would have just played both down, to be honest. The aces and twos would be duplicated to enter, but I guess the ones and fours are duplicated here as well.
I was thinking 5 to 3 to try and cover the ace.
6-5's a hitter.
That's a hitter.
Aces are very heavily duplicated from the roof here. They can hit in 3 different places. And as long as they don't roll double ones, you should be all right. 1-3. This hits twice, entering and hitting on the 4-point. And if Doran does not roll a 4, he's going to be in serious trouble, and he rolls double 5s, and this is just a play on. 2 on the roof. Double 1s, hits, and picks up 2 extra checkers. Don't see why we wouldn't hit the other one as well. I would pick them all up and then just, think about it later. Six, 4, just fans. And if this closeout happens, so this is interesting. We could just make the 2. And normally I don't love breaking the priming structure, but with 4 on the roof, I think just making any home board point's going to be useful. 7 to 6 looks like a good play, bringing the 3 closer. We now have 4 builders for the 3-point. Double 4s, not quite double 3s. That is double 3s, though, and this makes the point and goes to the 5-point. I want to just get ready to attack on the 1 if they ever roll a single 1.
Tragedy.
6-5. And Ali finds the best play. And he enters with a 1. All 6s and 4s and 9s are going to hit loose on the 1. 5-3.
Doesn't
Doesn't
but it makes
do it.
The 7.
And I'm looking for ways to give myself more builders that kind of look diversified but aren't in a funny place.
Wow.
What?
That's a big play.
This one I did not see.
It's a really big play.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't do it. If my opponent rolled double 6, I think I'd cry. Here, if my opponent rolled another ace, I wouldn't cry, so can't be that bad. Anytime my opponent has a roll and I don't cry at the end, I think I'm doing all right.
He could play the 5 in from the 7 to have an extra.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even seen this as an option. Sometimes you do break points to hit loose. But if they start rolling a 6, it could be a bit of an issue. But I guess not really, because there's 4 on the roof. It's hard for things to go wrong. But I thought that introduced another way to lose.
Yeah.
So I guess the 5 comes down and the 3 comes over. I just thought that if you kept the 6-point with 4 on the roof, you win more backgammons, which I think is the problem. Oh,
he
but this just remakes it. Nice roll from Ali. Double 5s. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Perfect roll, actually.
And there are lots of backgammons here, or more than usual, right?
5-3. Yes, of course, with 4 on the roof. And if our opponent continues to fan, losing 6 right away would be quite annoying. We just ripped 2 off. There are quite a few backgammons here. I'm not sure exactly how many, but more than Doran would like. I'm sure 6-5 takes 2 off. Now there's quite a lot of backgammons, and even more.
Wow.
Double 6, okay. The backgammon, as long as he doesn't leave a shot and get hit, is basically guaranteed.
Oh my god.
Basically. He wants to rip 2 off here as well. And he rolls, takes 4 off. I mean, the backgammon is guaranteed. He can't leave a shot. He can't bring anybody in and all of them out. And that is a 6-point loss on the very first game. 4 on the roof, closed out. Even after he broke the 6-point, he was able to reclose it and then just roll boxes and then boxes again while Doran just fanned.
Crazy.
Pretty brutal. Wouldn't like that as the first game and a $1,250 entry fee.
No.
I would have thought about all the other things I could have purchased with 1,250 euros, you know? Well, in other places, in other places than Monaco, of course. In Monaco, you can't even get one shoe.
Really?
Yeah, forget about a pair of
Maybe
shoes.
a pair of crisps, packet of crisps.
Might be able to get some shoelaces,
Yeah.
as long as they're not really nice ones.
Really?
I don't know. I don't walk into the stores here. Are you kidding
No,
me?
Neither do I. My dad actually lost his suitcase.
He lost his suitcase.
It was left in Manchester, so he had to go shopping in Monaco,
Oh,
and it
no.
was ridiculous.
You know, you could have bought something in Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Much cheaper, for sure. All right, so he enters and hits.
Ooh. This is looking messy.
Did he fan? What happened here? I don't know what's going on.
So white just rolled 5-3.
Oh, and he rolled 5-3 from the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to make the 5, I guess, right? Don't really see what else I would do in this situation, so...
Are you doubling with that many blots? 3 back. Oh, he's not doubling. He's
Yeah, he's got a
what to
6-4 to play.
So
The best
hit with
play
this-
is to put 2 on the roof, but this is difficult because, of course, you kind of want to hit the checkers that are outside a bit because they gain a bit more ground in the race. So if he does this and then just remakes the 13 or something, I kind of understand it. Or makes the bar, which I think is better.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
my play.
That way, you know, you have some forward structure.
Make them
Here you're going to get hit with 6s, 2s, and 5s. Double 2s,
2.
enters, hits, and makes the 4. So, I mean, if Ali wasn't already up by 6 points in this match, maybe we could see something coming soon. But, you know, after the fan, I think he just continues to roll.
It's double take.
It is a double and a take. I thought maybe
Even
it would
at
be
this
too
score.
good.
Oh, it's a pass on.
All
pass
the extra
plus.
checkers out there. Yeah, it's a pass. I thought that, but I thought that it might already be too good. But maybe because he has an advanced anchor. I guess you could consider doubling this then.
Yeah.
No? Not good enough
Yeah.
now. Double 4s. I mean, my goodness, this game's going to be over in, what, 2 games maybe? Can somebody tell him to leave Doron Claxton alone? Nice reply roll, making the 23-point and the 5-point from the roof. Seems ideal, and he sends another checker
Wow.
back.
Has he got a nice back
But with this
game
double
now?
anchor, he has a real game.
Yeah. And
I mean, I don't think you can hit
Hit?
here
I
because
wanna hit.
you have the time kind of depleted. He doesn't have the 8-point or the 7-point yet. I mean, you don't really want to hit because the problem with hitting is now you're only going to be down 50 pips. And in a 1-2 game, you want to be down 100.
okay, yeah.
So, I mean, these back games are all about
Maybe you wanna
timing
be hit
manipulation, right? And the problem with all of these other plays is that it makes the race like closer. And if you're sitting in the back game, you want it to be as far as wide as
Yeah.
possible. So, but there's a nice counter prime here. And if Ali doesn't roll, 6-5 is terrible. This just plays 2 down. Kind of forced. I
No,
would
he
not
really
be
needs a
thinking about cubing with 5 checkers back and 3
No.
on the 24. This would be like a cube for all ages. But I guess trailing at the score, it's not the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
Because I have seen a mirror earlier today. Yeah, and let's just play the 3 down. You could continue to come out. I mean, what are the numbers we're concerned about? There's only 1 on the roof, right? So maybe we don't want to give them good 6s from the roof. This is generally a rule, or not a rule, but an idea of sorts. I understand this a bit, but I guess, you know, giving him the 6s from the roof is not great, and he hits us with the ace. We really want to enter here. 2, what a nice roll. We just pick up the checker. There are some catastrophic rolls here for white. 1-6 is not one of them. We get to make the 7. Is this, yeah, okay. I'll leave. Fantastic play. I would have thought about something else, but he finds the best play almost instantly. He is very good, of course. 3-1. Wow.
This hits,
6 to
but I don't
2.
know if I want to do it.
What a great game so far. Lots of interesting,
You
complex
don't want
decisions.
him to make that 2-point again, so you have
Looks
to.
really fun, and he fans, and now 5's hit and 5's cover. 1-4. Interesting. It's interesting to me because, of course, we want to hit, but we also want to split. And every time we roll an ace and we don't split, I just think that, I'm going to get stuck back here, and it makes me nervous. So, clearly the hit has a lot of value. One of the things about this is, maybe we're not so worried about getting hit with a 2, which I think is the main part. Because if we get hit with a 2, we get sent back. But because we've killed this checker here after eating him, yum, 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 then when they enter, this will have to then crunch, essentially. So it ends up not being that big of a deal because once both of these checkers enter, this structure ends up being gone. (2-1). This is not a good number for Doron. He doesn't want to really enter here. He wants his forward position to crunch. And like I said, because he entered, he has to roll. And if he doesn't roll a 6 immediately, his whole forward position begins to crunch. And now white just has a way out. But of course, it's just extremely too good. I'm not sure if you really need to pick up the checker. That's on the 8-point. If he hits you on the way out, of course, the deficit in the race gets smaller, which ends up being better for white, but don't want to get counter-primed, I guess, which could happen. Or his position could just crunch, so we slot the 3 if possible. Yeah, what do we do now? We do this, and wow, it's just bad all the way around. I mean, this is the kind of game where you could get backgammon 2 games in a row.
Yeah. But I've never doubled as the back game player, if you know what I mean. Have you?
Would I've ever doubled as the player sitting in the back game? Not till they've crunched against my structure and maybe left me a double shot or something.
I guess I understand he was probably thinking that Ali could have crunched because he was priming him a little bit.
So this 6 should just come out, of course. Make sure we don't crunch ourselves. Keeping it moving seems fair.
He's got 6s and 1s now, free.
6 is good, and the 3, I guess. I mean, what are we going to do? Just hit on the deuce again? I mean, there's no real way to win this game, I don't think. You could just get closed out here, and it doesn't even matter unless, of course, our opponent just rolls double 1s after we get closed out. This seems to be looking like a game where you could get backgammoned again. Double 3s doesn't move, and ace for Doron would be nice. Doesn't roll it. Position crunches again.
Grim.
5 to 2. I mean, you ever see a position with 4 checkers back behind a 5 prime and the other guy has 3 on the roof? It's pretty rare. Pretty rare. Five, 4. Six, 4, and this is not looking good. For sure. And a 1 and then a 4, and maybe we just stay on the 24 and hop off the front or something. Maybe he enters with a 5 and then we get all of his checkers sent back at some point. This makes the 6 prime if you want it, but I mean, I don't know how necessary it is at the moment. The most precise dice. 4, 3. This would be the funniest counter prime of all time if he can't get out now, but he can if he wants. 2, 6, nothing, okay. Guess we'll stay there, not that we have much of a choice. Double 3s. He doesn't really want to do this because he wants him to crunch, but he doesn't have much of a choice with this number. And he enters
No
with the
crunch
1-5, and now, after this roll, it's possible that more than half of his checkers will be stuck back on the 1 point or on the roof.
This could be over now. Another 6 points.
That's true. If he wins another backgammon, we could have an 11-point match finished in 2
God.
games with 2 consecutive backgammons, which does not seem impossible.
They're only playing to 11, Patrick.
So there will be some mutterings and some musings. I would certainly have mutterings and musings if I lost an
6
11-point match
6
in 2
points.
games.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, I've won a 13-point match in a single game before, so... But I didn't lose it, so I didn't feel bad, you know? Yeah.
Were all the cubes correct in that match?
I actually missed a cube. I actually missed a cube.
This is insane. Maybe he can clear the 7 now.
Yeah, I like clearing the 7 now. It looks...
Apparently it's wrong.
Is it?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
I would do it.
Me too.
I mean, maybe if you bring both in, the problem might be you roll double 6 or something. And then that would leave a shot if you brought both in. But it seems
I
fine.
hate putting 3 on the 7 point in these positions.
6-1. He enters, and
Now he's got to clear it.
good for him. I mean,
Now he can clear it.
yeah.
Or maybe he wants him to really, really fuck up
Yeah, I
his...
think so. Because he hasn't actually, fully killed any checkers yet, to be fair. It could happen this roll, but if he rolls double 6,
my
and this is
God.
going to save many backgammons, it's going to save
out.
no gammons, though, if he doesn't leave a shot. 2-1 just clears the 6 point. That's actually quite a nice roll against an ace point game. His distribution is perfect. Well, at least he's not going to lose a backgammon. That seems for sure. He solved the problem of having the majority of his checkers on the ace point very quickly. I wouldn't call his rolls lucky, but those were 2 good rolls in a row, despite the rest of them being terrible. And of course, Ali wins a gammon every time he doesn't lose this game, so he just makes the safest play possible, just clearing the 5 point with double 3s. It's not like we like having all these checkers on the 2 point against an ace point game. In fact, we really don't like it at all. But the dice didn't really give us much of an option.
It would be crossing my mind to play for the backgammon now just because he's just won 1.
Well, just seems unlikely. We've only have, what, 1 checker off? I mean, if he sticks around that long,
2-1,
that's on him.
2-1, 2-1.
But 3-1. So there's a chance he could leave a shot, and he doesn't even have that many checkers off, to be fair.
He needs a 2.
Double 1s is
4-1.
no shot lever. And now Doran has to kind of come off the 24 point just to give him the opportunity to roll a 1 and potentially leave a shot. 4-2. And he might never roll a 1, and he might, reach a position where there's 3 checkers on the 2 point, and he could still get BG'd. It's possible. Double 4s.
Oh, it's going to happen again, Justin.
Oh, no. How many checkers does he have? 6?
6.
Okay. Well, as we know now, if there's 4
Let's
checkers
not
on
call
the
it.
on the
Oh,
deuce
maybe I
point,
just called.
he'll have to run off.
Yes, we know this now.
Oh, he leaves a shot with the ace. Doran really needs this to start turning the momentum in his favor, and he rolls the ace. He does roll the ace, and I would go
Where's
to the
the
13 just to control the outfield a bit more. You could also block the 11 point if you wanted, which would stop the 5-6, but the 5-6 doesn't happen. It's a 5-3, so we have more shots here. The ace. The
And
ace.
the
And what do we
2.
do? Do we make the 11? This seems okay.
Stops the 6-5.
It does give us
Doesn't
fewer
stop the
return
5-5.
shots. 5-1 is another shot.
Oh.
Okay, so he's got a bunch off, and we haven't hit the second one yet, but you are really
And he can
in a
hit
bad
with the
spot.
6
He
now.
missed him. He has to hit on the 5.
And if he gets a
2-6 fans. And now he's going to make the 5 point and slot the...
Slot the 1.
Why slot the
Yes.
1? Oh, for the extra
Yes,
checker.
extra
Yeah,
shot.
yeah, that looks nice. I was going to slot the bar first. Do we want to go to the 7? The 1-6 would really make me feel some sort of
Wants to
way.
make the 6 prime.
I hear you, but I need time to think about these things. And he's moving like he doesn't have 19 minutes on his clock.
No, he wants a 5, 7, or a 7.
6-3, okay. It doesn't make the 7 point yet, which is what he really wants to do, so he can feel comfortable when his opponent rolls that ace that he can keep trying to pick up the second
There's a
checker.
lot of chances to roll a 1-6.
2-5, okay. He gets to make the 7. This is good news. 1, okay. Now Dorn would really love to roll another ace here. No, double 3s. I mean, is this one of these things where you have to then hit loose?
He's not
I
even
wouldn't do this. I
thinking.
would go to the... Oh, no, I guess... No,
He's
this
right,
is fun,
but he didn't
actually,
think
because you
about
don't want to cover the 1. You want to remake the 7. But God, he's going so quickly, I can't even think. This remakes the 7 point.
They are
Goes
playing
to
it
the
like
5.
speed gammon.
He is. Speed Gammon was played earlier, though. This is normal Gammon. And he rolls a 1. He has another chance to pick up the second checker. If he picks it up, he'll be a massive favorite. And he
There
hits
we
him,
go.
and he should hit him on
Both.
the 1 point again. And he rolls an ace. He's fighting.
Now he's thinking.
And he rolls another 1. So I don't think we want to make the 7 here because we want him to come off of his anchor. So I don't like making this because I want him to hop off of his anchor, right?
Yeah.
Because if he stays on the anchor, I can't close him out. And if I can't close him out, it's harder to win the game. So here, you should probably break the 7. Because if you think about it, your opponent really wants to stay on the 24, and they probably don't want to roll a 6 unless it comes with another one.
Mm-hmm.
Six, and maybe you bring the 6 in and then bring the 4 in, 7-3. Double 6, okay. Good thing he had that 7 point. I would break it here, coming up if possible. 4-3 is a nice roll to break it. 6-4, he would have been forced off his anchor. Double 6 doesn't move for either of them. So it didn't matter whose roll that was. Oh, what a good shake. That's his only good roll. Double 3s, rips one off.
And now a 6.
Ollie rolls double
Double
6s. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. This game is sick. What would be even sicker if black won? Oh, does he have a cube? All right, so let's figure out how many rolls it's going to take to get off.
Black.
1,
Assuming
2,
he
3.
doesn't
Yeah,
roll
of
a
course, he's
1.
got nothing. He can't take this cube.
He hasn't.
I mean, if
got
we look at this
nothing.
and we just go, okay, well, the average roll is 8, right? Where is white after 8 pips? He's on the 10 point, right? And then he rolls another 8. And now he's in, and he's like already almost ready to take checkers off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 rolls.
That's a monster pass.
Maybe 4, maybe 5 rolls to take this off, and there's no way black is off in like 5 rolls.
No.
So looks like a monster pass. I don't know. After having like 8 of my opponent's checkers on the 1 point or more, it feels like a loss to only win 2 points there.
Yeah. And now it's 3 away, 11 away. And double 2 makes the 11 and the 4.
6-2 makes the anchor in place 13-7. Just seems like a very book play, making the advanced anchor and just doing the only other thing we can with the 6, really. 4-3 makes the 4 point. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. Please, if you haven't yet, smash the like button on the video and subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. (6-5) just makes the 11 point. And 3-1, okay. This looks reasonable. And 1-5, maybe we just come out.
Yeah, to the 18.
Yeah, he doesn't see coming out, actually.
Because he's
Coming out is pretty clear because we're breaking our structure, so we can see that we're doing something destructive to our position when we have something constructive that we can do, which is just fighting to escape.
That's interesting. I like that.
Making the 1 seems good. Fanning does not. I'd like to like bottle Ollie's dice and sell them to the highest bidder. I think I will try to be the highest bidder, but I'm in the wrong place to be the highest bidder on anything, to be honest.
Yes. 6-2 hits again.
6-2, and this just comes up as well. I don't see why not.
Crazy. 3 away.
3-5. 3s and 5s and 7s. That's right. And not 10s, but this can make the 2 point. 2 point is clearly
2 point.
bad, apparently.
Oh, I like it. Why not? Because he can fan.
Yeah, he could also roll a 3. I think that's the problem. But I would be very tempted.
I don't see why that's
But I'm a bit greedy. But maybe at the score, it's not really worth it. Maybe you just kind of want to have a more stable position.
Yeah. This is nice as well.
I do like this one. This one seems to feel like it wins more, but I guess 20-10 wins the most. But this doesn't look terrible to me. And it's hard to not want to make that over the board, especially when you're blitzing. But I guess when your opponent is it da-da-da-da-da, yeah, look at this other 2. The other 2 must be better because it gets hit back the least, I think, and sends a second checker back. It's hard to argue against sending a second checker back. If I send 2 back, now they have 2 to get out.
Yeah.
If there's only 1 back, then they only have 1 to get out. Is that how that goes?
You should write a book.
Just say condescending things. Very nice play. Not easy. I mean, when he rolls the 1-6. What a shake.
How much would you buy these dice for?
About 15 euro, I think. Maybe 20.
That's cheaper than a normal pair of precision dice,
Not
I think.
at the Galaxy shop here.
No? Okay.
I quoted their actual price.
Yeah.
3-2. Steps up. Okay. Yeah, I think we want to do this because they want to come out anyway. And so if they can hit us on the way out, maybe that's like too good for them. And here the aces are duped to like make the 5 and hit there. I like this play.
We don't need to contain those when we're so far up in the race.
5-4 makes the point. Duran is having himself a bit of a game here.
Hands.
This is good. I mean, I know we're trailing by 8 points, which is a lot.
And he won.
So, like, you want to start thinking about cubes when you're in favorable positions and you're down by 8 points. 1-5. You should definitely cube this one.
And it's already a pass.
And there were quite a missed cube, I think, the time before. Because there are many, many things that could have gone right for you, and they all went right. And he took this, and this is a pass, and this makes the 5 on his head. And if Duran can win a gammon here, he'll get 4 points back, which I'm sure he would like. 2-4. Certainly better than 2-5 if you ask me. 6-5 just comes out with both, right? This would be my normal play. Just kind of coming into the outfield, just in case he rolls a 6. Send him back. I'm like quite surprised how good 17-6 is. Maybe they just want to stay back for another blot, maybe? That ace is
any
really
5
important.
would leave another shot. Or a 2.
I mean, at a normal score, of course, that would have been a take, but I guess being up 8 points makes you want to preserve that lead, you know, passing and just giving the guy 1 point when you're up by 7 after the pass versus maybe losing a gammon, which could have happened and could still happen, by the way. Seems pretty reasonable.
Maybe come and control the outfield so he doesn't come out with a 6. No, he's not happy
Yeah,
to
he
come
can
out
play
with a
big
6.
here. There's 2 blots in his opponent's board. I mean, what is he going to do? Roll 6-4 and then hit me? I'm not too scared about that variation, right? So anytime we see 2 blots in our opponent's board, we can use that as like a tactical reason to play a bit bigger. And here we can block double 6s. And I think we should block double 6s. The computer says we shouldn't. It's basically tied, but I would do it because Ali's been rolling his butt off. And anytime my opponent rolls too well, I need to block their best possible number because if they roll it again, I only have myself to blame. And I don't want to blame myself. I want to blame somebody else.
You should definitely write a book.
He comes out. No choice. He's
7s
forced.
and 1s.
Stoops some of the
King.
aces. 2-6 hits on the 2. This is like one of the worst rolls he could have, but at least it does something. 1-3 from the
1.
bar. Doesn't have the same ring.
Any 4. He has to cover.
Double 3s. This does cover. And maybe you can hit
on the 1,
point.
yes.
Yeah, so you can pick up the second checker. You're trying to
Yes.
increase your gammons because if you win 2 points, that's not as good as winning 4, and your opponent's board is broken down to a
Really?
3-point board. So getting hit back doesn't cost as much as it would if his board were stronger. Nice
Yeah.
play, nice play, nice play. And he misses, and now 4s will pick up another checker. He misses, but he'll cover.
Gammons are on.
Go to the 3-point. I like this. And now he needs a 4 to really pick up these gammons. Double 6s helps, but the second checker would have helped more.
He can't be winning so many gammons here.
6, he's entered right away. The gammons are all gone. All of them. I counted. There's 0. He's not on the roof anymore. Why did you take a... He's not on the roof anymore. Why are we playing safe? I don't understand. But that's all right. But if he loses by 1 checker, he's going to wish he took that off, I promise.
He's not going to lose.
No, probably not. But if he does, I'm sure he will wish that he took the extra one off. But it looks unlikely. I will say Duran has the descending triangle, so maybe he did it intentionally just to create that shape.
It's easy to do stuff like that when it's late.
I try to do stuff like that.
Half 10.
4 and then 6. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Yay.
On the
Duran won some
scoreboard.
points. 9 away, 3 away.
If I were Ali, I'd take a break right now and slow down his momentum. 2 points is too many for
They're taking
me.
a break.
Ah, you see? There you go.
You called it.
I did call it. Someone says, Justin, with all of these streams, do you dream about backgammon checkers at night? Actually, with all these streams, I can't sleep.
I was playing backgammon in my sleep last night.
Really?
I was falling asleep. I couldn't stop moving checkers in my head. It was freaky.
Yeah. Doesn't happen to me.
Doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes.
You sure someone wasn't just throwing checkers at you while you were trying to go to sleep? All right, well, we're on our break now. Be back in a few minutes. I'm not sure when the players are going to get back, but I'm sure it'll be within the next 2 to 3 minutes. So while you have this time, I'm going to tell you a story.
Aww.
Yeah, and it begins by smashing the like button and subscribing to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. So that's what I would do. Got to slow that guy's momentum. 2 is too many, if you ask me. No. Of course, Doran. Yeah. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. You know what I mean? Because of the impact of it, I think.
Really?
I think he wants to win this.
Of course he does.
Hoppa.
All right, we are back with a very fun match. Doran makes the 3-point, 6-3. Great roll, gets to come out, maybe just make the 10 instead of coming all the way to the midpoint. 4-3, good roll from the roof, gets to enter and hit. This looks significantly better than, of course, just making the advanced anchor, sending a second checker back, and 2-4. Maybe just come up with both. You could enter and hit on the deuce. I don't think I'd find that one. One, 6. Four, 2. Nice roll. Gets to make the 4-point. And I think... No. It looks pretty good. I think he just has to run and nowhere near a cube now. Of course, we're just looking for spots to double when we're trailing by this much. 4-5 makes the outside point, and White just wants to kind of clean this up and try to find a way to bring this game home. It's not going to be easy, and 6-2 is not great. This does leave a shot. Yeah, making the 4-point duplicates threes. This is something we kind of look for, this duplication, but this isn't the right idea. What does the computer think that we should do? Find a way to play 8-6? How could I play that? Yeah, it just seems impossible for me to want to do something like that. I would likely just make Ali's play. Just duplicating the threes. It seems good, but apparently the computer found something better. The other plays looked a bit too static and inflexible. I know they left fewer shots, but I just don't know how I bring the rest of that game home. Here, it feels like I could bring the game home at least. Six, 5, okay. He's looking at how we should play this. I mean, clearly we're not going to get off of the 24-point. We're not winning the race, and it might be difficult for White to find a way to bring this home without leaving a shot. If we leave the 24-point, it just takes all the pressure off of them to safely bring this game home. So we want to keep the contact and hope that they roll something poor and that allows us to hit them. So, you know, whether or not we just play down and in, whatever way we choose to do so, as long as we don't move the checker on the 24-point and we don't break the 18-point, we're going to be doing just fine. Giving this a pretty solid thought. I think he's just counting the race to see how much he's up or down by, to see if he wants to leave from the 24. But I would just think about, you know, does this put pressure on my opponent to clean this game up, or does this just make his life significantly easier? And from White's perspective, they should feel quite relieved that he's no longer back there. And now, like, any number that would have been a bad number just plays pretty easily and smoothly for the rest of the game. So here, I would just, you know, think about breaking the midpoint. Once we have the 18, we don't really need the 13. I could just come down and oh, this is Ali's roll. I guess he's just checking the race as well. Once he sees that he's up, he should just come down with everybody. Try to break contact. After the play, it looks like he's going to be up 10 pips, and I think this would make it significantly easier for him to kind of bring this game home if he can do that. Double sixes. Six-three. And Black has a little bit of timing left before they have to think potentially about breaking their 18. And of course, White would like to not have to leave a shot before him. Both of these come in. 6-2 and then just 5-3. One, of course, just makes the board, and Black is hoping to not roll a 6 here and leave a shot first. Decent roll. I mean, not decent. Decent would be like doubles. I like this. He saved a 5 to try to play later. 6-1 has to leave a shot first. 17 numbers will hit, but his board is broken, and he does roll a hitter, and he has to hit despite the risk. 11 direct 6 is plus 5-1. 5-3 does nothing, but comes here. He slots the 1 point, trying to stay back for a bit more contact, and 5-2 doesn't get to cover the point, so we can't really afford to get hit, so I think we should just play to the 1 point, and then I guess 18-16 makes sense. We could also think about 4-2. 4-2 also seems fine.
So
5-5. Advantage Ali. Now he's looking at the race and kind of thinking about the wastage here. There's a long way to go to get around the board from Black.
And a lot of wastage.
And a lot of wastage, for sure. I mean, Ali's already bearing off, and Black isn't even around the board. If you look at just the raw pip count, it's going to look close. But effectively, how this is going to bear off is going to look pretty bad. I like what Ali did there, how much time he took to kind of double that. And one of the things that some people accidentally do in positions like this, at scores like this, is they just start taking deep because they're losing by a bunch. But in gammonless positions, you can't really just take deep for the sake of taking deep if redoubling doesn't really win you the match, you know? I'm not sure how much different his take point would be from money in a situation like this. And if it's a pass for money, it's probably just a pass at the score, and he gives it up. I know it feels very unlucky for Duran here, but he made a very good decision just passing this cube and not allowing himself to get frustrated here, which can happen when the dice gods are not in your favor.
Very good pass. So now 2 away, 9 away. So Doron's going to be doubling very early, right?
I didn't hear you.
Try and win like 4 or 8 points. Doron will be doubling. Oh, not wait, but yes, very early. Doron doubles.
Yes, in gammonish
Yeah.
positions for sure.
Yeah.
Not so much in like non-gammonish spots. Because of course Ali isn't concerned about losing just like 1 or 2 points in a game, you know. He wants to avoid losing big chunks of points like 4. So avoiding gammonish positions seems to be pretty important for him. 6-2. I will say that this baffle box and everyone rolling on the same side of the board throws me off.
It's confusing. You could have hit on the 5.
Double ones, nice shot.
8-2, 6. So what with the last one?
Making the 5 point, of course, is clear, and what we do with the other one is not as big of a deal. Double 5s, this is like the best, so maybe we just come out and make the 1 and hope they don't roll a 2 from the roof. Double 5s running to the midpoint and just making the 1. And then, of course, you can't forget the most important step, which is crossing your fingers.
6-1, double 1, double 6.
5-1. This is a terrible entry because you want to stay back because now the contact zone is decreased. 3-2 just goes to the 11 twice. And he's up 16 pips, but, you know, I would probably wait. After the roll, he's only up 11. Four-one makes the 7 point. It's a really nice roll. Being able to make another point, having a nice landing spot, making it harder for your opponent to escape and easier for you to get home. Ollie's only up 10 pips in a 122 pip race, so he doesn't have enough yet. This comes down and this goes to the 7. But in these non-gammonish positions, if he ever gets to a point where it ends up being like a decent cube for money, he should probably also double it at the score, but step 1 requires him to have a bigger race lead. (6-2) just brings down the midpoint. This is nice, but of course he still has to clear the 11 over his opponent's 5 point, which might not be easy.
Why wouldn't you cover?
And after the play, he's only up 11, so I don't think he has anything yet.
6-8 point needs to be cleared somehow. Three.
Big rolls like this will
4,
stop the cube
5.
for a while. Of course, Ali just wants to check the race again.
What does that do? Kill checkers.
Two, 5. Of course, Duran is just sitting here, building his board, waiting for a good opportunity to run off. Of course, he's going to need doubles to do so safely. 5-1, so the 5 just comes in, and maybe we play 4-3. Yeah, I like this. And does he roll a 6 or some doubles? Double 4s for Duran. Of course, he deserves good dice as well.
4 pips up after the roll.
Yeah, well, it's certainly better than staying there and allowing him to point on you. So you've gotten out. Your opponent's on roll, down 4 pips. You know, the game is about 50-50. Of course, it's a little bit worse than that because Ali has some wastage and some, you know, gaps in his position that he's going to hope to fill in, but he might not. Good question. No.
I think it's behind the clock. They keep it behind the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's in play, but it's not in view. Yeah. Like, they haven't doubled anybody yet. Yeah, 4-4 is a fantastic roll. I mean, what other rolls were good? 3-3, 4-4, 5-5. That's about it. So, I mean,
It's good that he's
second best
counting
roll.
the race.
Yes, of course you want to know the race before you break
Yeah.
the contact, but I'm not sure what I'm hoping my opponent rolls if I stay back.
But this is a pretty quick count, right? So that's 42. Okay.
Nice play, just running out, of course. In 5-5,
wow.
Doron can't catch a break. He cannot catch a break here. He rolls his best number just to be outdone by his opponents, 5-2. Ollie's up 9 pips on roll, but a gap on the 5 and the 4 means that anytime he rolls a 5 or a 4, the checker just goes to the 1 or the 2 point. So those gaps are quite costly. Did he roll 3-1 or 3-2 there?
I saw a 1.
I thought I saw a 1 as well, but I thought he took...
Oh, it spun a bit.
4-2? Yeah, maybe I missaw it.
So, yeah. And the gaps are costing him 2 off.
Yeah, it was a 3-2.
So,
I missaw it.
Mm-hmm. How many rolls?
It's going so quickly.
1.
But I definitely
2,
missaw.
3,
So what is
4,
this?
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But these
18,
gaps are a problem.
28, 29, 30, 31. And then that's 41 on the other side. But of course, you know, you have this wastage. So
What are the penalty pips for these gaps? You know?
Huh?
The penalty pips for these gaps.
Like 1 additional pip for the gaps on the 4 and the 5. I would add like an additional pip for every extra checker over 2 on the 2 point here. So I would add like maybe 4 penalty pips for White's position.
Okay.
Because they both have 2 checkers on the ace. I really don't do anything there. But yeah, the gaps are bad and the stacks are bad generally. But the take points here really aren't that much different from money. You know, you just want to be closer to your opponent's pass point. Maybe the window isn't open as wide, but the take point can be the same. So 31 minus 5 is 28. So maybe his point of last take is 4 pips. Probably just a great cube. And Doron takes this. It is a 345 pass. And he scoops it. And he redoubles him to 8. No, to 4 immediately. And this would be a pretty good win if Doron could roll double sixes here. 6-3. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls versus 3. He was down actually quite a few rolls when he took that cube.
It's difficult with these scores.
The thing is that like, you know, like I was saying earlier about the other positions, is your take point in a race or a holding game like this isn't really that different than what it is for money. So if it's a pass for money, it's probably just a pass at the score as well. So unless you know that, you can maybe trick yourself into thinking you can just take anything you want when you're down by 7 points, but you can't really. You can take deeper, you know, in gammonish positions where maybe your opponent doesn't have as many winning chances, but yeah.
We can also take into account it's very late, and they probably already had dinner, and they're probably a little bit tired.
Yeah, and it's a rough spot. Very, very rough spot, of course, you
Probably
know.
not going to be their best mental.
And it's
Unless
not
they
over.
are like Justin. Justin is a night owl.
He could roll something small and then pick up a big double here. 4-3 misses, takes nothing off. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 rolls for him. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls for the other guy. Is it cocked? No, it looked like double fives for a second, but it wasn't.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I said it again.
You did.
But for the other guy.
The
Ollie,
other guy.
well
done,
done.
Ali.
and Doron, tough break there. Nothing you could really do. The dice gods just weren't on your side with this one, so apparently we have to sacrifice something to an altar somewhere on Earth, and have the better dice come out next time. But thank you all for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind smashing the like button.
Smash the like button.
Subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. And don't forget to download the Backgammon Galaxy app. They are running free tournaments on the site. And you can win real prizes. They're giving away over $10,000 worth of prizes. Huh? 1 o'clock tomorrow? And we're going to be starting again at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But don't forget, there is a stream too. There is a stream too. They're sitting right over there. And there's another match going on with Dirk Sheeman and Chris Rogers from the UK. So head over to stream 2. They've got great commentary over there with Simon Bargett. And I can't see who the other person is from behind. Is it Ian Terry? Ian Terry, okay. And Dirk is leading 6-3. So please head over to stream 2. Check it out over there. Give us a like and then give them some likes as well. And I'm going to go watch this Dirk match. And I will see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Good night.
Good night. Reese, by the way, I had pizza today. Yesterday the pizza place was closed, but this pizza place is top-notch. A friend of mine went up there and we had some. It was absolutely delicious. And I will see you all later. Bye.